Hi, I'm Sharon Bill. Welcome to my theory tuition series where we're working together step by step through the ABRSM theory grades. There are lots of resources available to help you on my website. If you go to sharonbill.com, you'll find some free PDF information sheets. You can download those in US letter or A4 and they accompany each step of this series. You'll also find a page with links to all of my YouTube video tutorials, and you can access information about the books I have available. I've written How to Take Your ABRSM Music Theory Exam. It's an exam technique guide. It's full of tips and techniques on how to best prepare for your exam and also how to make the best use of your time when you're actually in the exam room on exam day. So if you visit sharonbill.com, you'll find it's all there. If you can give me a like, that'd be really great. And subscribe to my channel to keep updated. There's lots more in store. And so now we're going to turn to the first paper of the 2017 practice papers. Get my words straight. And we'll crack on with paper A, which begins on page 3. Now I do recommend that you have a go of these yourself. First of all, you can perhaps listen to a little bit of explanation and then crack on and have a go, or just go ahead and try. Only ever write in pencil, even on the exam day. Nice sharp pencil, and then it doesn't matter if you go wrong, you can always rub it out. And it's always better to learn by your mistakes rather than just copying. And then if you go wrong, it doesn't matter, if you trusty eraser to hand, and you will also need a ruler. So I'm hoping you've had a go of this. And so question 1 asks us to add the time signature to each of these 5 examples. So we're going to have 5 different time signatures. So the first job is going to be to decide what the bottom number is. And then we can decide, once we've decided on the unit, the sort of beat, we can decide how many there are. And so really this bit here gives me the clue, and the fact that they're grouped in 2s like that tells me we're counting in crotchet beats or quarter notes. And let's just double check that, because we've got 1 crotchet beat here, 1 crotchet beat here. There's 3/4 of a beat and 1/4 of a beat, which makes 1. So we've got 1, 2, 3 beats in a bar, so 3/4. That's your answer for that one. Let's have a look at this next one. So then we've got 1 beat here, if we count in crotchets again. And then also, although this looks like a group of 3, that triplet means it's 3 in the time of 2. So what we've actually got there is that. So that could be a crotchet or a quarter note. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then again here we've got 3 in the time of 2, so what we've actually got there, so if we're counting in quarter notes or crotchet beats, 1, 2, 3, 4, so 4, 4 I think is the best answer there. You could say common time. I guess also, mathematically speaking, you could have put that as 2, 2 or split common time as well. That would also work. This next one, this last bar, tells us straight away that we can't be counting in quarter notes or crotchet beats, because we can't have 1 1/2 beats in a bar, and so we'd have to now count that in quaver beats or 1/8 notes. And we can see that that is the crotchet or the quarter note divides into 2, and then the dot gives us half as much again, which is another 1, 1, 2, 3/8 or 3 quavers. So 3/8 is our time signature there. If you want to look at this bar, that's the trickier bar I think. However, 3 in the time of 2 gives us that, which is the equivalent to 1 quaver or 1/8 note. And then we've got 1/8 note here and 1/2 an 1/8 note with another 1/2 of an 1/8 note there. Not half a beat as in crotchet beats or quarter notes, but 1/2 a beat because our unit is 1/8 notes. But this is the easiest bar there. Let's have a look at the next one. Again, I think we need to decide. I think we're counting in crotchets or quarter notes because we've got 1 here, a 1/2 here and a 1/2 a beat here gives us another 1. That gives us 2/4. That's the most obvious answer there. Now looking at this next one, this last bar here gives us the clue. We're not going to be counting in crotchet beats or even quaver beats. We're not going to be counting in quarters or eighths because that bar would be just absolutely massive. Whereas if we count it in minims, if we give our bottom number as 2, if we count in half notes, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4/2. That last bar makes it easy peasy. We can double check in this first bar. We've got 1 minim beat there, or half note. Those 2 give us another one, because that would be like 3/4 of a minim and a quarter. We've got another one there, and then add those 2 together, and that gives us another one as well. So we know that that's correct. Let's press on and look at the next question. So we've got to write these time values taken from this list here in the correct order from the longest to the shortest. They've given us the longest to start off with. If we're counting in crochet beats, that's 1, 2, 3. The dot makes it longer, and so without the dot is the next one. It's just a little bit shorter now, the dot's missing. Now then, we need to just think about what comes next. And so this here is a crochet beat with a dot, which has to be longer than these quaver beats or eighth notes. And so that's our next one. There isn't one without a dot, and so we go now on to these. So where there's 1 beam, that's a quaver. Where there's 2, we're half the value, that's a semi-quaver. So we need to choose from this one and this one. However, remember, a dot after a note makes it half as long again, so this one is slightly longer than this one by half. So that's the next one. Now we can have the quaver, but the dot, after all that I've just said. Now we can have the quaver. And then finally we can have the semi-quaver or the 16th note. So just take your time and work that through logically. Let's turn over the page then. See what question 3 is asking of us. So now we need to rewrite a melody, but we need to put it into the bass clef, keeping the pitch the same. First note is given. Now the clue for converting clefs whilst keeping the pitch the same is always to keep middle C as an anchor point. So we need to remember this is middle C in the treble clef, this is middle C in the bass clef. It's as if that it literally meets in the middle of the 2 clefs, the top of the bass, the bottom of the treble. So we can see this is 1 step below middle C. So to convert that to bass clef without jumping octaves, you can see we're 1 step below middle C, and so that starts us off at the right point. They've helpfully given us the first note, but we just need to keep that in mind. So down a step takes us to the A. I'll do the stems later because we're going to have to decide which way these go. So let's just think of one thing at a time. Now then here you can see we've gone, there's the middle C, we've gone above middle C. So there's the D above middle C. If you're not sure though, you can always just count 1, 2, 3, 4, upper fourth, 1, 2, 3, 4, upper fourth, up a step, so we're going to need another ledger line now, up another step, C, D, E, F, there we go, same note again, we'll tie those, down 1, 2, 3 to the D above middle C, and then below middle C, down 1, 2, 3, takes us back to the note we started with, so that's a good double check. Down a step, takes us back to this one, so we know we've not gone wrong. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. C, D, E, F, and we can just make sure that we're in the same place that we were last time. So we've double checked, and then we've got the same again and the same again. So now we've just got stems to think about. Now all of these notes are above the middle line, so now the stems are all going to come down. So that's easy done. There we go, and that completes that question. We'll look at the next question in the next video. I do hope that you found this helpful. I hope that you're enjoying this. I'm certainly enjoying working through it with you. If you visit sharonbale.com, please do make use of all the resource that's available to help you there. Please do give me a like and subscribe to my channel. There's lots and lots more in store. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.